Dragon Army Productions presents Gaming with Drakkii the Little Dragon. Oh, hello, this is Drakkii the Little Dragon with Gaming with Drakkii the Little Dragon, of course. And on today's episode, we got Lucy. It's a horror game with jump scares. It's kind of low graphic, but it's still pretty fun. And you get these crazy jump scares left and right, and you get unique deaths and pitfalls and wherever else you run into. So let's get into the game, shall we? This game contains content that may not be suitable for sensitive people. So if you do not like to be scared and you're oversensitive to this sort of content, please do not watch this video. But if you like to be scared, by all means, watch the video. And good luck to us. So what we're doing here today is we're going to do a basic walkthrough. And we're going to kind of speed run through it a little bit to a particular extent. So, okay, here we go. Lucy's waking up in a strange room. There's a doll, a window, dresser with a couple toys and a present on it that doesn't do nothing, and a cabinet, clock, bed, all the good stuff. But she wakes up on the floor mysteriously. As far as I understand it, she doesn't remember where she is or why she's even here. That is, if I remember correctly. But let's get to the gameplay, shall we? We're gonna go up to the doll. Ooh, it's a creepy doll with a black dress and... oh! Blood on the wall! Let's see what that says. There are some partially erased writings with the date on them. September 15th. Okay, remember that date, because you are going to need it later on in the game. And it's a sealed window. Okay, the door's locked. Okay, the key is in the locked cabinet. Notice the last drawer of the cabinet seems unlocked. Open it. Yes. Get the room key. Okay, if you want to review the tutorial notes again, that's what these papers on the table are. So, if you need a refresher on what controls to use, there you go. Let's go through the door. Okay. So we're gonna come over here and we get a friendly little crow that flies down. That's our save point. But we don't need it right now since I've already played through this to a certain extent. So we're gonna keep going. Okay, in this room we got a bloody diary on the table and a bloody arrow pointing to it. Those arrows tell you what to interact with and what's the main things to interact with. So, and you see a crack in the floor. Do not step on the crack. It will kill you. And oops, there I go. I just died. Accidentally stepped on the crack. Game over. Okay, not a big deal. So we're gonna hit new game again. No, don't show the tutorial. Good luck. Yes, of course. Okay, I made a mistake. No big deal. Okay, that says September 15th. Locked cabinet. Get the key. And okay. Unlock the door. Oh, and there's the faceless girl. It shows up next to the doll. Whew, that was creepy. I did not see that the first several times I played this. So that was quite unique. So we got our crow, our save point. We're gonna go around the crack this time and read the diary. Yes. I watched myself sleep again last night. This time I walked as far as I ever did from my body. Ooh, creepy. So, I still haven't completely figured out exactly what's going on here. But for the main extent, yeah, you're circumventing traps and getting around creatures and stuff like that. So let's keep going. Ooh, creepy. We got a tentacle thingy going over there. Okay, so we're going to come up into this first room here. It signs illegible. Enter the room. Okay. The first barrel on the right. Click on that one. That gives you a piece of paper with a code on it. Our code is 1234. Remember that. You're going to need it. Another note about this room is if you click on the chairs, you'll see a message that pops up. There is an invisible person sitting on the chair. It doesn't do nothing other than that. Do not steal the food. I will show you why. And through the Dreamer's Notes, I'm not actually going to do it because we're on a kind of a tight schedule here. Read the Dreamer's Notes. Although he is not intelligent, he does not like to be stolen from. So don't steal the food. I'll show you how to get past this here momentarily. So we're going to exit the room. And we're going to come over here to a room with blood splatters leading into it. So we're going to enter. It's labeled warehouse. Enter. Okay, you see in this room we have our friendly crow, a skeleton in a closet, and a bunch of crates, as per would be usual in a warehouse. So we're gonna go talk to the skeleton in the closet. Yes, everybody has a skeleton in the closet at some point, and don't let it out. But anyways, here we go. Skeleton says, please help me find something to eat. And, okay, it gives you 2 arrows. The box on the right, do not open that box. It will kill you. I'm not going to tell you how, but it will. We're going to enter our code. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It opens the box. It unlocks the box. So we're going to open the box. And it gives us a box of fake fruits. Pick one up. Exit the room. Go back over to the room with all the food. And the strange gate at the back and yeah, all that good stuff. Because if you steal the food and try to exit the room without doing this, an ogre will come out of that gate, and before you can get out of the room, he will kill you. So we're going to click on the basket with plentiful fruits. Pick some up. Yes. You obtain an apple. Put the fake fruit in its place. Yes. And then leave the room. The ogre's gonna roar at you, not gonna hurt you, because you did it correctly. We're gonna come back to the room with the skeleton, and we're gonna go talk to the skeleton. Alas, why was I forsaken like this? The skeleton says. Please help me find something to eat. Offer the apple. What is this? You actually brought me an apple? Ha ha! I am a skeleton, silly girl. Do you really think I need to eat? Too bad he didn't realize you stole from him. It would have been way funnier. And it goes dark. You hear glass breaking. Crunch, crunch, crunch. You hear footsteps on broken glass passing through you. Ooh, creepy. Ooh, get out, it says on the floor. Get out, get out. Yeah, of course. Like, we'll actually get out. But, yeah, we're leaving the room. You hear an unlocking sound in the hall. That means the next door to the next area is unlocked, which is down here. And you see the faceless girl going down the stairs. Go into this room. Read the diary. Dreamer's diary. Read it? Yes, yes we will. I used to spend hours exploring surreal scenarios and meeting beings that can only exist in dreams. But once was something that amazed me quickly turned out to be my biggest nightmare. Okay. Not really helpful information, but hey, it is what it is. So we come down here and we see two doors. We see our friendly save point, crow there. We're gonna enter this room. In this room, you will see 5 dolls. At some point, you will have to come back to this room, which I'll show you here momentarily, and each of these dolls are going to lie to you. I will read the Dreamer's notes up here. Ooh, creepy. It moved. Dreamer's notes, read it. Yes. Do not believe their lies. Yes, the dolls will lie to you. We're going to look in the mirror. They'll show us our reflection. We'll click on it again, and it breaks in. We get scared and jump back. Okay, leave the room. Go to the other door. Okay, in this room, we got a book on our right. We're gonna read it. A book, The Girl Who Cried Wolf. Which is actually kind of funny because my dog's name is actually Wolfie, but I call him Wolf all the time, so there you go. Anyways, yes, we're gonna read it. There was a shepherd who once had to travel outside his village to take medicine for his diseased mother. So he left his daughter, who always wore a red ribbon and a red dross, watching the village sheeps. He told her that if a wolf happened to appear, she should scream, "Wolf!" for the villagers to help her. To amuse herself during her boring watch, she took a great breath and sang out, "Wolf! Wolf! The wolf is chasing the sheep!" The villagers came running up the hill to help the girl drive the wolf away. But when they arrived at the top of the hill, they found no wolf. The girl laughed at the sight of their angry faces. Later, she saw a real pack of wolves prowling about her flock. Alarmed, she leaped to her feet and sang out as loudly as she could, "Wolf! Wolf!" But the villagers thought she was trying to fool them again, so they didn't come. The wolves then ate the flock and the girl. She never lied again. Ooh, gives chills, doesn't it? Okay, now we see 2 teddy bears lying on the floor. The first one, he's just tore open, lying on his side. He doesn't do nothing. Don't even bother with him. Teddy bear, was a matter of time until they would get him. Oh, do you want to pass through? The dolls have the key. Maybe they will hand it to you if you ask nicely. Beware of them or you'll end up like him. Ooh, who could that be? Yes, there are lots of typos in this game. Ignore them and read it however you please. It's all good. Okay, so we get 2 sparklies on the bookshelves. We're gonna read those. Book called The Doppelganger's Study. Read it. Yes. Term refers to a wraith that casts no shadows and is capable of changing its appearance to mimic a living person. They may also attempt to plant sinister ideas in their victim's mind or cause them great confusion. Okay, we'll come and read the next one. A book called The Portraits. This is actually kind of a cool one. I like this one. It's actually kind of creepy too. Yes, we're gonna read it. There was a hunter in the woods who, after a long day hunting, was in the middle of an immense forest. It was getting dark, and having lost his bearings, he decided to head in one direction until he was clear of the increasingly oppressive foliage. After what seemed like hours, he came across a cabin in a small clearing. Realizing how dark it had grown, he decided to see if he could stay there for the night. He approached and found the door ajar. Nobody was inside. The hunter flopped down on the single bed, deciding to explain himself to the owner in the morning. As he looked around the inside of the cabin, he was surprised to see the walls adorned by several portraits, all painted in incredible detail. Without exception, they appeared to be staring down at him, their features twisted into looks of hatred and malice. Staring back, he grew increasingly uncomfortable. Making a concerted effort to ignore the many hateful faces, he turned to face the wall, and exhausted he fell into a restless sleep. The next morning, the hunter awoke. He turned, blinking in unexpected sunlight. Looking up, he discovered that the cabin had no portraits, only windows. Whew, creepy. Still gets me every time. The whispering and the people in the supposed portraits. Woo! Damn! That beast. Oh, he shows up multiple times, and every time, that thing scares the living hell out of me. So we're going to go back into the doll's room. You can talk to each of the dolls. It doesn't matter. But here's our answer. The blue doll. Because they're all going to tell you a different thing. The black doll lies. The key is in possession of the brown or red doll. The black doll tells you it's in the cabinet. Don't go open the cabinet or open the black doll, because either one will kill you. The red doll will tell you something else. The green doll will tell you something else. And the brown doll, it'll tell you something entirely different as well. But the answer is the blue doll. Open the doll. You get closer to the doll's torso. You obtain the library's key, and the doll turns all bloody. So we're gonna exit the room. Ooh, and you hear a bunch of crashing sounds and whatnot. Loud noises echo from the doll's room. We're gonna go back in. I'm gonna step over here. And ooh, fissure in the floor. Yay! The blue doll doesn't have anything else. It's immobile. The doll is immobile. It says dual. Yes, I know. Like I said, there are many typos in this game. Just ignore them. Read them as you think it should read. There is a carving on her chest. She should have cried wolf once more. Yes, whoo, creepy. Written in blood in capital letters. Yes, of course. Fissure in the wall. Try to get through it. Yes, you want to go through this. Because here's another dreamer's diary. We'll read it. They started to get aggressive towards me. I could not understand the reason behind that. Also, with each new dream, this house changes its shape. So I constantly lose the notion of the location of my room. And this is why I started taking notes between dreams so I don't get lost, so they can't hurt me. Ooh, creepy. And we're gonna exit the room and go back to the library. And I'm gonna take a quick drink while I'm at it. Alright, there we go. We're gonna go up to the door. We're gonna try to get through. You hear growling, and there comes the beast, but apparently you're rescued. I think it's by the faceless girl. I don't know. I've never really seen her there. You just disappear and end up in this black and white room with a few colored objects. The objects on top of the shelf, you can't get to them. They don't do nothing. But come over to this table with the books. Grab the brush upon it. You get the princess paintbrush. You see a bowl of paint. We're going to read the dreamer's notes first. If I can get them to work. There we go. Paint what you want to use. Okay. Easy. A gold bowl with yellowish brown paint. Color the paintbrush with paint. Yes. Paintbrush now has color. Color the lever. You can't use it yet, so just don't even bother pushing it or pulling it. Go paint the door and go to the next area. and go through once it's painted. You will see a knight suit of armor. I can't speak right now, forgive me. A box and a pile of heavy logs. And the paint up here in the corner. Bold red paint, color the paintbrush with paint. Yes. Paintbrush now has color. We're gonna go ahead and go into the store, get it over with. We're gonna go through the door, in the doll. You see the doll retreating. And there's a canvas facing the skeleton. Flip it around. Yep. Flip it around. Gives you kind of a clue for later on. A color palette on the table. A skeleton with no limbs and a prince's attire. That must be the prince that the paintbrush belonged to. We'll read the diary. Yes. This one time I found myself surrounded by them. I was helpless. But then this girl appeared. Okay. That's all. That's pretty much all it says. We're gonna come back down into the room. And I forgot about the skeleton's head always rotating when you leave the room. Okay, we're gonna paint the suit of armor. Knight's armor with no color. Yes, paint it. And it gives you an exclamation mark. Talk to the knight's armor. Tell it to back off because it's not gonna do nothing. It's gonna end up following you around, which is good. You want it to follow you around. A wooden container. Tell the armor to break it. Paint the lever. Then go over the logs, click on them, tells you it's a heavy pile of logs. Tell the armor to push it. Armor moves the logs for you. And we see our friendly crow, the save point again. And ooh, scary. You hear the roar of the beast again. And we see the cabinet with the blue paint inside. Tell the armor to break it, of course. And the armor breaks it open so you can color your paintbrush with the blue paint. Now, here's the thing. I know you guys are going to be so tempted to do this, but do not by any means paint the coffin. If you do, you got a nasty surprise in for you. Paint the door, paint the lever, and paint the door. Door, no color. Color, yes. Now go back to the first room with the brown lever. Go through it. Push the lever. The knight suit, the suit of armor will follow you. That's okay. A metal lever with a yellowish brown handle. Push it. Yes. Sound of gears fill the room. That's a good thing. You want that to happen. Now go to the red lever. Push the red lever. You hear a clicking sound. Go to the next lever, the final one, and push it. Yes. Lever did a clicking sound. You heard an unlocking sound in the hall. Go to the door. Get closer to open the door, and you hear pounding on the door from the other side. Choose your action. Okay, it's going to give you technically four options. Do nothing, or peek through the window, open the door, or send the armor to check first. Peeking through the window is not going to do anything whatsoever because it's dark on the other side and you're not going to be able to see anything. Open the door at your own risk because I assume if you do, you will get killed and you'll have to do this part over again. So send the armor to check first. Now I never open the door, so I don't know what exactly happens. armor goes in. You hear it walking away. Now go through the door. Walk up. The door lost its color. Ooh. And you hear a crash. And you see blood on the floor in the knight's helm, signaling that there was a conflict that took place. Go through the next door. It's going to take you back to the library. Just go to the next door. Unlock it and go through. Puts you in this part. Read the book. It's called a statue. Yes, we are going to read it. It's going to let you understand what's going on in this part. One night, a mother and father decided they needed a break, so they wanted to head out for the town. They called their most trusted babysitter. When the babysitter arrived, the two children were already fast asleep in bed. Later that night, the babysitter got bored and went to watch TV. But she couldn't watch it downstairs because they did not have cable downstairs. Now, who doesn't have cable downstairs? I know some people don't, but pretty much most people have some form of TV downstairs. But anyways, so she called them and asked them if she could watch cable in the parents' room, which the parents agreed. But the babysitter had one final request. She asked if she could cover up the angel statue outside the bedroom window with a blanket or cloth because it made her nervous. The phone line was silent for a moment. The father, who was talking to the babysitter at the time, said, "Take the children and get out of the house. We'll call the police. We don't own an angel statue." The police found both of the children and the babysitter slumped in pools of their own blood within some minutes of the call. No statue was found. Okay, read the notes on the table. It's going to tell you, make haste. That's all it says. Okay, this room is going to give you a timer of 17 minutes, or 17 seconds actually, with goop on the floor. If you stay in here too long, it will kill you. And the other sparkly on the shelf gives you the answer for the next room. And now we see a random boy coming out of the door. Who could he be? Who knows? He goes down to a door that's locked with another key code. Nothing happened. So we're gonna come to the next room. We got our shovel already. In this room you will see a fireplace, Dreamer's Notes, cable TV that's wearing snow and static, a lever, and 4 flower vases, or vases, 2 with flowers in them. Read the notes. Yes. Keep an eye on the angel. Ooh, creepy. Yeah, this is kind of Doctor Who reminiscent right here. Guaranteed. We're gonna ignore the angel with the flower up there for the time being. Gonna come over to the tent, and I need another drink because my voice is going out. Ah, that's better. Read the Dreamer's Diary. The girl proceeded to protect me every night while I searched for my room. She seems to know how to deal with every single trap and creature. That's apparently referring to us. Okay, over here at the end, you will see a strange brown object in the ground. Click on that object and use the shovel you found to unearth it. Why would a shovel be in a bookshelf anyways? I have no clue, but anyways, this gives you an orange flower. And you can talk to the scarecrow if you wish. It's just gives you some dialogue. Now, why did I say lect? I don't know. Thank you for helping me out, the Scarecrow says. Is the angel statue still here? Since it showed up, everything started to die. It does not belong in here. Okay, so we got our orange flower. Now, this part actually took me a little while to figure out, but I finally figured it out. We'll take up our purple flower from the angel, and we'll leave. As soon as you get through, you hear something crawling in the grass. Okay, if you leave the room... Actually, I'm going to show you, see if it'll do this. And re-enter. The angel statue should have appeared in the window, but it didn't. This time, I don't remember what got that reaction to happen, but just play around with it. It'll show up and it will scare the shit out of you because it just shows up right all of a sudden. Put the orange flower in the vase. Now, you're going to want to rearrange these flower vases. Move the purple one with the white one. Then move this one with the orange one. And then go push the lever. Yes, push it. Or pull it, whatever. And you see a spider pop out of the fireplace with a red arrow pointing to it. In blood again. Now, jump down here. And the angel will come out of the door. And it will chase you. Try to get to the fireplace. Run around the table with the flowers. And you'll be okay. If you try to go the other direction, it'll get you. Ooh, creepy spider crawling. Giant spider. Okay, so here is our next area. It is full of spiders and weird stuff. And again, we got our friendly crow. Save point. Dreamer's notes. Read those. It says try fire. Okay, it doesn't tell you much, but you need fire to get through that spider web up there. Read the Dreamer's notes. You'll see 2 spiders that pop out of nowhere. Go ahead and read them. You'll have to click it twice. The girl explained to me that the beings are trying to erase me. So they are able to steal my physical body. I feel that I can trust her because I feel safe with her. Because she has my mother's face. Ooh, creepy. Apparently we have her mother's face. And we see a giant doll walking mysteriously to the next area. So we're going to go to the next area. Ignore that room on the top right. And we're going to come in here. Now, you see the dolls again. Yes, we ran into the dolls again. They're going to tell you a different... Each of them are going to tell you a different thing. The black doll says, you ruined everything. Just do what I say and get out of here. Take the black screwdriver from the cabinet next to the green doll. Use it on the neck or shoulder of the big doll. Okay. That's wrong. Don't do that. Brown doll says we don't want to play with you anymore. Black doll told me to say that the white screwdriver goes on the doll's back. That answer, what she just told you right there, is actually the correct answer. One of 2 correct answers, actually. You shouldn't be here, you know, the green doll says. According to Black, you can't use the white screwdriver on the doll's shoulder or neck, she says. Okay, in the cabinet covered by spider's web, open it. You'll get the white screwdriver. You'll see a piano that's playing on its own. Come over here to the drawer with the scythe upon it. Open it, yes. You'll get the black screwdriver. Click on the giant doll. human-sized doll. You feel a malicious presence emanating from it. Use the white screwdriver on it. Yes. On the doll's back. You'll hear a clicking sound. Use the black screwdriver on it. On the doll's back again. It makes another clicking sound, and you get 2 batteries that drop from the doll. You obtain the batteries. So exit the room, the doll falls. And exit the room, of course. Now exit this area, because you can't do nothing else here. Go into this room. There's nothing else in this room other than a lantern and a butterfly. Place the batteries in the lantern, which will attract the butterfly. And you obtain butterfly. Exit the room. Now come back down to where the dolls were and place the butterfly on the peculiar spider web. And you'll get a spider from across the other side of the chasm, and it will put a spider web there for you to cross upon. That's how you get to the other side. Don't try to do this before you get that spider web, because you will fall to your death. Go into this room. It is soaked in gasoline. The ground is soaked in gasoline. Yes, of course. This is... oh... this part actually took me a little bit to figure out. Push. No, I did this wrong. Push the stool as you go along, and if I can do it continuously without messing up here. You will need it up there. Push it again. Push it again. There you go. Now push it down once. Go to there. And push it over. Simple puzzle. Actually, I can't believe this took me a little while to figure out, because I kept trying to do it without the stool. You need the stool. You need to push the stool all the way. And it takes about a minute or so. Now push it all the way. There you go. Now push it over to the sparkly. Now you got it in front of the sparkly, kind of lined up with the sparkly. Push it into the sparkly. Come over here. Grab one of the gallons of gasoline out of the boxes. Yes. Now this part is kind of scary, because as soon as you get the tinder box from up here, that's why you need the stool to stand up on to get the tinderbox. Otherwise, you just set everything on fire, because the room is soaked in gasoline. Reach for it, obtain the silver box, jump down, come over here, and run. Run fast, because you got something chasing after you that wants to kill you. As soon as you're out of the room, you're safe. Cross the spider web. And exit the room. Go to the giant spider web. Click on it. Set the spider web on fire. Yes, I think we shall. Fire is good. I love fire. Fire cleanses spiders. Yes, it does. Fire kills spiders. Let's go to the next area. Okay. We get into the next area and we see a ritual torch that is dazzling brightly. We see a sparkly door. It is locked, so we're gonna ignore that. And we're going to jump up here. We're gonna read the dreamer's notes right here. On September XX, she used the cage to conjure the spell on me. Now remember the beginning when you clicked on the doll and it show, and then after you clicked on the doll, you had the blood that showed up on the wall with the partial writings and the date. That's the code to unlock the gate of the cage, September 15th. So, put in 9, 1, and 5. It'll unlock the gate and release the spell. You hear the sound of flapping wings. Now, here's where we're about to get to, is the next area. Actually, I want to check something before I do, because I did not check this before. Let's see if the door is unlocked now. Nope, it's still locked. So, we have to go into the next room. And this is pretty much where I get stuck at. So come up here, read the dreamer's diary. But then one night the girl attacked and bewitched me. I feel like I was trapped for days. But I finally understood everything. Ooh, creepy. Okay, you'll see a box of, looks like gifts and parcels. Click on the box. A cute small box, open it, yes. It'll give you the room's key. And it'll give you, and it'll have you save your game. I already saved on file 14, so I'm going to save it on file 14 again. The doll is expressionless. And each of these jars are empty, so you don't really need to worry about them. An empty jar, yes. So we're going to exit the room. Door's locked. And we get some dialogue going here, so how far would you go with this? There are boundaries even for us. Do not make a fool of yourself. You have done enough, now have your rest. Now you get the faceless girl popping up again, trying to do something. Grab one of the swords off the wall. You obtained heavy sword. She's going to teleport you to the next area, and this is where I'm going to end this episode, because I don't know what to do. I think you have to try to run around the beast. I'm not entirely sure. But this is Gaming with Drakkii. This is Gaming with Drakkii the Little Dragon, and I'm signing off for now. Have a good one, and enjoy the rest of your day, night, or morning.